Well, I wish I was memeing around with you guys right now, but there is indeed a new lucky draw in a Call of Duty Mobile here. I just want to start off the video by saying that I feel like this is a really weird thing that Call of Duty Mobile is kind of doing right now. You would think that after all the flack that people gave the first lucky draw that they wouldn't go and do it again, but I guess, you know, here we are. In this video, I'm going to be reviewing the newest lucky draw in Call of Duty Mobile and determining if it's indeed a scam. Before we get into the Cosmos chance, as they call it here, I quickly want to explain what made people so upset about the first lucky draw. So when it came to the Halloween lucky draw, each item on that list had a color associated with it, and then based off that color, you could click on the more info tab and then see what the probability of getting that item would be. The thing is, though, when it came to those probabilities, they were just incredibly misleading, and they didn't represent what the actual odds were in getting those items. And it's funny because still to this day, I have no idea where those probabilities came from at all. So it's not that people were upset that, oh yeah, they're going and introducing this gambling system to go and make money for the game. Like, that wasn't the main reason why people are upset. The main reason why people were upset was just due to them falsifying the odds and going and getting those items. So it kind of leads us up to this point here with the whole Cosmos chance. So I'm going to go and react to it for the very first time live with you guys and kind of just go and break down every aspect to it, maybe even compare it to the old Halloween lucky draw. So I guess without further ado, we might as well click onto it here. And oh my god. Okay, so it's the same exact thing like the Halloween lucky draw, but I will say this. So it's just the same exact format, but there are indeed some different things, and I can kind of notice the difference right off the bat here. They actually did separate these two primary items here. So what do we have? The battery sting and then the razorback. So those would be regarded as being the two things that people probably want to go and receive the most. And they do actually clarify in terms of the color associated with that. So those are indeed purple backgrounds. These are blue backgrounds, and then these are green backgrounds all the way back here. So when it comes to the items that the people want the most, just the razorback and then the battery here, those are going to be referred to as the purple items. And then when it comes to this dabbing emote, okay, and then the Arctic 50 and then the AKS, that's just only going to be the blue. And then you have the greens being the M4, the wingsuit, the knife, the helicopter, and then the M4 here. So they actually did separate them correctly here depending on the color. So I wouldn't be surprised by going and clicking the more info section if they actually say the probability of going and getting a purple item would be, I don't know, somewhere between 1 to 3%. So we might as well go and click on the more info tab right here. And okay, so it gives us the help menu here. We might as well click on the Cosmos chance summary. And I don't know if it's, oh, here, click on it again. Okay, oh, dang. All right, so let's go over this. Cosmos Chance Summary. This is a breakdown of how the Cosmos Chance system in Call of Duty Mobile works. In Cosmos Chance, there are a set number of rewards of various levels. A reward is guaranteed for each play. Once a reward is earned, it is removed from the overall prize pool. Each time Cosmos Chance is played, the CP cost is increased. As rewards are removed from the prize pool, the probability of receiving the remaining rewards increase. Okay, right away, that is so much more specific than the Halloween lucky draw. And I just want to say, if any Call of Duty Mobile developer out there is watching this, or anyone working at Call of Duty Mobile is watching this video, which most likely someone probably is, I just want to say you guys did an awesome job in including this summary, because when it came to people entering the Halloween lucky draw for the very first time, we didn't know that the amount of COD points would go up each and every single time you went and played, and we didn't even know the correct probability associated with each item. So just by going and including this right up here, I feel like everything thing is just sounding perfect so far. Alright, detailed probabilities. The initial play costs a base amount of CP. Example, base cost is 120 COD points. The probabilities for the first play are shown in the graph below. Alright, so then it gives us all the probabilities here. Wingsuit, 25% chance. Helicopter, 25. M4, 11. Knife, 10. M4, 9. Arctic, 7. Dabbing, 6. AKS, 5. Battery, 1.25%. Razorback, 0.08%. Holy smoke. So I know it's funny. I did see some people on Twitter being like, oh, Parker, it's rigged. This is a rigged system. And just based off this, ladies and gentlemen, this isn't rigged. So, like, don't get me wrong. There probably will be a lot of people out there that will be able to go and get the Razorback Cosmos on their very first spin. Because even though it is a 0.08% chance in going and getting it on your very first play here, there's still an actual chance associated with that. But it's just a 0.08% chance. Going on to the next line here, it says each subsequent play, the probabilities of the rest of the items in the pool is increased. The CP cost increases as well. Let's assume a player received the wingsuit stained glass on their first play. The cost for the second play is twice the previous play cost. If the first play is 120 CP, then the second play is 240. Okay, dang. The probabilities of second play are shown in the graph below. Okay, so first off, just going on the main point there, they actually did a great job at saying that yes, now the price associated with the second play now is going to be twice the previous play cost. And dude, they just did a great job with this write-up. Once again, I give huge props to Call of Duty Mobile for actually changing out this whole thing. So we might as well get into the second play here. And yeah, it says wingsuit stained glass, a 0% chance, and that was just due to you already receiving the item. So then when it comes to the helicopter, 33% chance, M4, 14, the knife, 13. I'm just going to kind of skip everything else and go down to the battery, a 1.68% chance. Okay, still horrible. And then Razorback, a 0.11% chance. So just through looking everything else, it just gives you the percentages of everything. Everything looks pretty standard and kind of what I would go and expect here. So now we might as well get on to my official review of the Cosmos chance. I know a lot of you guys are just eagerly waiting for my opinion on whether or not this is indeed another scam, just like the Halloween lucky draw, or if this is indeed a genuine system. And even though I wouldn't say it's a genuine system, this isn't a scam. This isn't rigged. It's not like the Halloween lucky draw in terms of them falsifying the odds or giving us just a huge misinformation in terms of going and getting items. I believe this is an actual legit system here. You know, they outright tell you what your percentages are of getting either the Razorback or that battery skin. They tell you the exact odds, even though the odds are extremely low. They tell you the odds outright. And this kind of leads me on to the very first point that I made, in which, yeah, there is a chance that a lot of people out there will be able to go and get the battery skin on their first play or the Razorback on their very first play. But it is just such a low chance in going and getting it. That's the thing. They kind of incentivize people to go and start because it's at such a low price there in the beginning. I think it's only like $1 to go and do your very first play. And it's just a very complicated system. Like, I can go into the logistics of what makes this a very addictive mechanic, but you can outright see the percentages here. It's not really like it's a hidden feature. I really have no huge issues with this system, but there is one thing that I did notice. And yes, you can go and get the Razorback from this whole Cosmos chance. And if I went into the loadout, I'm pretty sure the Razorback can only be gained just by going and entering into this whole Cosmos chance. So this could kind of go along the borderline of being a potential pay-to-win weapon and all. Because yeah, man, with the Razorback having such a low percentage, it sounds like the majority of people entering into this Cosmos chance might have to spend the maximum amount of COD points, which I don't really know what that total amount is. It's probably probably $100+ to go and get the Razorback. But yeah, just through going and looking at the loadout, I'm pretty sure the only way to go and get that weapon is just through going and playing the Cosmos chance. So potentially there could be a part 2 to this video on whether or not the Razorback could be a potential pay-to-win weapon. Who knows? I guess we'll just kind of have to go and wait and see what other people have to go and say about it. I'm happy that they went and actually gave us the probabilities of these items, and there isn't any type of misinformation that's going on. I just would wish for one thing for Call of Duty Mobile to go and do. If there is anyone working at Call of Duty Mobile who is watching this video and you guys did make it up to this point, please issue out a refund for everyone that went and entered into the whole Halloween lucky draw within those first 4 days of it being live, because that's how long it took before you guys went and removed and added in the new probability amounts. So if you guys could issue out some type of refund for everyone that might have felt just misguided with the information entering for the very first time, just everyone who went and played it during those first 4 days, they were pretty much going and entering a system that was rigged from the start and just gave out so much misinformation. Like, no one knew that the amount of COD points would double. No one knew that, oh yeah, those purple items, they're not technically purple items and they don't follow under the same category of being a 44% chance of going and getting it, or whatever the actual percentage was. But yeah, man, I'm hoping Call of Duty Mobile, please just go and do that one thing. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to go and conclude the video. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in and watching, and I guess I'll talk to you guys in the next video.